Let's check in with Ivy in Aberdeen.
I'm sure you've heard it before. Hong Kong may be a concrete jungle, but actually 3/4 of it is rural countryside. But most of us haven't got an opportunity to fully appreciate it. The closest thing we get to nature is probably on a hike or kayaking. Well, right now I'm here at a very special hotel who's injecting nature into its guest experiences. To celebrate nature through outdoor activities and sustainable operations, they are taking action on climate change and at the same time educating guests that sustainable living can be easily embraced. Let's check it out.
That's fascinating, inspiring, and a much-needed boost for those who are just as concerned with climate change as many of us are. I can't wait to know more about the efforts behind it all.
Hi, Barbara. Thank you so much for your time. So I just want to know, what is the mission here at this hotel?
Well, our brand originated it from Singapore and we brought it to Hong Kong. And we very much celebrate the heritage. So once we bring it to Hong Kong, we want to, of course, celebrate Hong Kong as well as the South Side. When you think of the South Side, you think of a lot of marine adventures, natural wonders.
Yes.
So we try to promote sustainability and marine conservation.
Okay, what's the vision for this hotel?
We want to, of course, like I said, celebrate the heritage of the South Side, and we also really want to participate in promoting sustainability. So you see a lot of things about this hotel, from the design phase to how we operate the hotel, to the products that we use. A lot of thought has been put into what we use, how we incorporate that into everything that we do here at the hotel. If you look at the hotel, we try to maximize the use of natural daylight. Within the hotel, we have smart lighting controls so that we can achieve energy efficiency, motion sensors as well. In our day-to-day operation, we also use products that are sustainable. And for example, we have refillable amenities bottles in the room. Also, the packaging is using cornstarch, which is 100% biodegradable. Little things that customers may or may not notice, but we certainly put a lot of thought into it. When you think of a hotel, in addition to accommodation, you also think about meals, right?
Yes.
So in the food items that we use, we think about using local vendors so that we promote local businesses, as well as reduce our carbon footprint.
Do the guests know all of this?
We try and tell them all of that. So in the menus, we will say that we have sustainable seafood. So 70% of the ingredients that we use right now are sustainable. One of the things we do also is that we want to spread the message. And we feel that the best way to do this is actually through education, especially to children. So given the fact that we're a family resort, we do a lot of edutainment. So actually in our rooms, we have a book that is curated by Hong Kong's father of marine biology.
Okay.
It's a book about sea creatures and animals, and there are illustrations of 40 different sea creatures and animals so that kids can start to learn about how to be nicer to the environment already. And we also have a big kids area called the Explorers, and we have different zones catering to different age. And each zone is actually takes inspiration from destinations in Hong Kong, such as Mai Po, Cape de Gala, and Shek Ho, etc., so that people learn a little bit more about Hong Kong and its heritage as well. We also have kids' themed room, which we have 6 different themes. For example, we have Jurassic Submarine, we have Rainbow Unicorn, Mermaid Princess, Hong Kong Safari, to name a few.
That sounds adorable.
Yeah, so they're just fun ways of engaging children and try to educate them about marine life and also nature in general.
Why sustainability? Why make this so important, in the proposition for this particular hotel?
Because we think that this is a very important subject for not just for Hong Kong, but for the rest of the world as well. We need to preserve our planet so the generations to come can actually enjoy it. And given the location of where we are and the heritage of the South Side, we feel that it's a very appropriate message to take to Hong Kong. So I mentioned earlier, in our products, we actually look for vendors which are like-minded, who also want to promote sustainability. We also work with different organizations in conservation projects. So one of the projects that we actually do is promotes the growth of corals in the sea.
Hi, Dr. Baker. Thank you so much for your time. So what is it that you do at Hong Kong University?
I'm an associate professor in the School of Biological Sciences, at HKU, and I'm also affiliated with the Swire Institute of Marine Science. I'm a coral reef ecologist, so I spend a lot of my time doing research underwater. We do a lot of scuba diving, and we're really interested in marine biodiversity, all of the things out there that are associated with coral reefs.
I see. So what can you tell me about this collaboration? How did it come about?
Well, we've been working on coral restoration locally for many years now. And with my partners, we are now working together on what is the city's first privately funded coral restoration project, which we're really excited about. Here, we're really trying to increase awareness. Through this exciting project, we want to bring people to the site. We want to get them engaged in the process.
Yeah.
So through this project, we're going to have opportunities for the general public to join us in the field, to go diving, to go snorkeling, to look at the reef and even help us maintain it for the future. We also have programs that are going to be involving young people so that we can get kids excited about coral reefs, learning more about their biology and also about how we can protect them for the future.
What is exactly unique about, the restoration process?
Well, we're using a patented technology that has never before been used in this way anywhere on the planet. We are using 3D printing in a novel material, terracotta. So we're printing in clay and creating complex structures that can aid in coral restoration.
Is there a particular reason why you use terracotta?
Terracotta is a great material. It's far better than concrete, which many people have used in the past. But concrete chemically is a bit harsh for marine organisms to attach to. And terracotta has none of these limitations. It's porous, it's eco-friendly, it's biocompatible. So lots of marine life love to attach to our terracotta tiles, and that's true for our corals as well.
Can you tell me about how corals grow actually?
You can find corals from the Arctic to the Antarctic and everywhere in between. In the tropical areas, that's where we're most familiar with the reef-building corals. And reef-building corals are the ones that build these incredible underwater cities that we're so familiar with. They need sunlight in order to do the process of calcification, building up their skeletons. And so therefore they need to have water that's relatively clear and has the right temperature and has the right amount of additional nutrients that the corals can use to grow. So that's why reef-building corals are restricted to very special areas along the tropical and equatorial regions of Earth. And nowadays you don't need to go to Thailand or to Okinawa to have these experiences. You can have them right here. Many people locally don't realize that Hong Kong has this incredible biodiversity, including coral reefs.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's enjoy them. But the idea was, what if we could tile the seafloor, much like you would put tiles on your bathroom or kitchen floor? And when I learned that at the university we had a printer that could print at huge scale in terracotta clay, everything clicked in my mind. And this has been a great solution because it keeps the corals off the sand, it gives them a hard bottom to grow on, it's highly biocompatible, and a reef tile can be produced in about 30 minutes time.
What were the challenges that you faced when you were developing and also implementing these terracotta tiles?
People have this conception that a 3D printer can print really anything that's in your imagination, but we are limited by the materials themselves.
Okay.
So we have to then design so that it's printable. The other challenge is then that clay is really almost like a living thing. It's filled with water, so you have to dry it out, and it can take 2 weeks. And then during the firing process, you can have cracking that actually makes you go back to square one and start again. So a lot of the effort is put into the production process and trying to optimize it to make sure that we get the final product that we're looking for. That's one of the big challenges. When we put them on the seafloor, as soon as they hit the bottom, marine life move in. I mean, immediately, fish, sea cucumbers, crabs, they scamper to the reef tile to use it as a home. We've often also seen cuttlefish that lay their eggs in the tiles because it's a wonderful habitat to raise their young.
I see.
So it's remarkable, really, how effective they are. That's the easy part.
That's so heartwarming.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.